Hello and welcome to Aha Moments. This one is called the Forever Happy Dance, and it was originally sent out on the email to our list on Memorial Day in the US in 2024. So if you are jumping on this just because you're just surfing YouTube and you go, oh, this looks interesting, then I hope you find this aha moment super interesting. If you want to get aha moments for yourself, I send them out every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Get on our list, go on to ahumanaapproach.com, and then you'll get it yourself, and then we can jump on these calls together. We also do an elaborate call inside of what we call Human U, and Human U is our university, but it's a university that you'll never want to graduate from. So it's a membership program. It's $11.11 a month, and we jump on calls on a regular basis every single week, and we talk about the aha moments. We do right now we're doing deep dives on the chapters of 50 simple ways to release the shackles of self-sabotage. And the reason we're doing that is because the chapters are only 2 to 3 pages. They're the tip of the iceberg, and they all need to be expanded on, and we all need to release the shackles of self-sabotage, right? Everything is found on ahumanaapproach.com. So jump on there. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the aha that was sent out this week, and then I'll share some of the resources. We'll unpack it a little bit, and then I look forward to your comments, okay? And as always, hey, like, share, subscribe. All that stuff is really good, right? So here we go. For the Forever Happy Dance. What makes you happy? Achieving a goal, a walk in the woods, a swim in the ocean, new shoes, watching your child play? How about a vacation? There's so many things that can trigger happiness or misery, which is why I believe social media has become so addictive. It is morale boosting when your post receives soaring engagement or your texts are loaded with positivity. But those dopamine bursts can be short-lived, not to mention seeking them exhausting. What a roller coaster ride. If you feel in general that life is consuming, demanding, tiring, challenging, or overwhelming, could it be that the external is in control? Not enough happy injections? Consider this. It is natural to want to feel happy, but where are we looking? If we rely on the external, are we only as happy as others make us? Aha. Authentic happiness is always independent of external conditions. Epictetus. He continues, freedom is the only worthy goal. It is won by disregarding things that are beyond our control. So, end of quote. There's a difference between what makes you happy and being happy. What makes you happy is a reactionary state. Being happy is a state of pure consciousness, of gratitude, that you're experiencing exactly what you're meant to as you move in the direction of your intentions. Abraham Hicks suggests that we are in the clarity business. Only 2 things are needed to manifest desires: clarity and happiness. She says, I get real clear and real happy, and good things come to me. I get clear and happy, then money comes. And sometimes my clarity says, go over there. So I do. And sometimes my clarity says, say this to that guy. And I do. End of quote. Can you see the surrender? When you're in the state of consciousness, you are most open to receive guidance of the ideas and steps that continue to move you down the river of continued happiness, expansion, and ultimately freedom. Epictetus says in this way, your happiness depends on 3 things: your will, your ideas concerning the events in which you're involved, and the use you make of those ideas. End of quote. In other words, use your will to decide to be happy. Allow the ideas to come to you, then simply act on them. Best advice ever. The real essence of good is found only within things in your control. Sign here for your captain's chair. So a little bit of a plot twist there, right? And I think it's true, right? We think in terms of seeking happiness or what makes us happy, and we actually use that verbiage, right? So we're looking for things that trigger happiness. When Epictetus is really clear in what he says in here, he says it has nothing to do with the external. So seeking happy or making happy or looking for happy is the external. That's the, that's what's happening on the outside, right? It is the feeling of internal happiness. So many people will ask that question and go, well, how do you just be happy? How do you just decide one day that you're going to be happy? And when you go back to what Abraham says about the happiness and clarity, that centering yourself, being in that present moment, getting really, when she says clear, it's not only clear of your intentions, clear it is on what it is that you want, and that could be, I have a life script that's like over 3 pages that I've read hundreds of times, and it details all the different elements of my life about my relationships and where I'm living and how I'm working and who I'm working with and what I'm accomplishing. And it's all emotionally driven, and it's all written in the present tense. So as I'm reading this, I get emotionally involved with it. I feel it, and it becomes very real to me. So knowing that Epictetus, you're talking about like 350, 400 BC. These are really, really old practices and teachings. This stuff has been handed down for centuries, thousands of years. And in all, at the end of the day, everything is energy and thoughts become things. So when we are in that state of happiness, we naturally attract happiness. Happiness is a decision. That's why Epictetus says, use your will. So use your will and then affect of all of the things, the ideas that are coming to you, and then act on the idea. So Abraham says it kind of the same way, in a sense that, put yourself in that state of being, and then the happiness and the clarity and everything will allow you to receive the guidance, because see, you're not being distracted by anything. And you're not seeking something on the outside to tell you what it is that you need to do or how you need to feel. You're already feeling that sense of happiness and clarity, right? That is your work. That is all of your work, is just to put yourself in that position and then allow what's coming to you and act on it. So many times, and I've admitted this to people, so many times people say, oh my God, your timing's impeccable. You're right on schedule, whatever it is. I just was thinking of you, that kind of thing. And I know that is true because of the intentions. And I know that is true because as I am clear on the intentions and I get myself in that calm state of awareness and gratitude and open to receive those messages. When those messages come in, I literally stand up from my chair and I act on them. I literally call people, I literally email, whatever it is that I feel guided to do. So in the meantime, yeah, there's always a lot to do. And, when I wrote about, that life can be, exhausting and tiring and overwhelming, it can be. However, and if you listen to Abraham, I mean, she talks about it, often about the fact that those are all perceptions, right? And if you recognize that whatever is happening, not to you, but for you, whatever that experience is that you're having right now, that is part of the alignment that's moving you in the direction of your intentions. If you don't have intentions, then you're simply a plaything for everyone else, right? You're part of everyone else's movie. You're that cork in the ocean that's just getting tossed around. When you do have clear intentions, like my life script, or lots of little intentions that I set during the day about people I want to meet or things that want to happen or traffic patterns or conversation outcomes or whatever, when you have those intentions, it is within the precision of the universe to deliver those intentions. Now, they don't always come at your time frame, and they don't always come the way you expect them to. In fact, often that they don't. So that's why you need to be clear and open and in gratitude, because when they come, you want to be able to recognize them, right? If you're not happy and you're not clear, you're not going to recognize them. You just won't. That's the way it works. You're going to be so clouded, and your ego is going to be driving everything, and you're going to want to accomplish things in a way that you want to accomplish them, and not in a way that the universe is guiding you. Make sense? I hope so. I look forward to your comments, and I look forward to, your shares and and seeing you in Human You. We're having some great conversations there too. As I said, expanded conversations on everything that we're talking about here. And it's FaceTime with me, and everybody gets to inject, some of their best practices, their not only their questions, but some of the things that they're experiencing as well. So, we always ask everyone for experience shares, and pretty much everybody dives in because we're all learning and we're all evolving, right? So this isn't, when I say this, I said it 100 times, if not more, I always write aha moments for myself first. This is always things that I'm discovering and I'm learning and I'm practicing, or something that I know, in this case, that I have been practicing very, very diligently for the last probably 3 years. And I noticed a difference. I noticed a difference of feeling happy. I noticed a difference of those messages just coming through on a very regular basis, steering me in the direction. And I realized when Abraham Hicks talks about resistance, that when you're off path, that's when you feel the resistance, and that's when you feel the struggle, and that's when you feel the despair. When you continue to center yourself, again, your work being to be clear and to be happy, and if that's all you focus on, it is amazing how you stay on that path and life guides you towards your intention. So again, I hope that that was beneficial, and I look forward to your comments. So as always, I will leave you with this: succeed deliberately,